and love rains down on me. With open eyes I see one power, one presence running through my heart. One power, one presence flowing through my life. And heaven's here today, and heaven's here always. Now that my life is complete, I walk on a golden street, and love is guiding me. I can only be one power, one presence running through my heart. One power, one vision flowing through my life. One power, one presence running through
Good morning. Welcome to Unity Orlando. Our opening statement this morning is, might not be on the screens real quick, but it is not I, but the Spirit within that does the work through me. I think we can pull that one off. All right, let's all sing that together. It is not I, but the Spirit within that does the work through me. All right, and we are going to do let's see. Let's first say that silent. Say that in silence. So how about everybody close your eyes, take a nice deep breath in. Let's affirm that together in the silence. And so it is. All right, there we go. It's on. All right, great. And we're going to do a new Joy song today. We did this as a special a couple weeks ago, and I said we're going to actually sing this for a Joy song. So if you want to please stand and we'll try this out. You'll probably catch on real quick. It's called With Your Love. Singing together, breathing together, dreaming together, wherever you are, we have a purpose when we are focused with your love, with your love, with your love, with your love. We determine we are strong in discerning with your love, with your love, with your love, with your love. We can do it with your love. We can be it with your love, with your love, with your love. I am filled with wonder in all your glory. Through me now, through me now, through me now, through me now. You are singing heaven's bells, joyful ringing. Through me now, through me now, through me now, through me now. We will bring it through me now. We will sing it through me now, through me now, through me now. With your love, with your love, we can do it with your love. We can be it with your love, with your love, with your love. Your holy light flows through me, light always in me. You're my life, never ending, always unfolding with your love, with your love, with your love, with your love. We can do it with your love. We can be it with your love, with your love, with your love. Through me now, we will bring it through me now. We will sing it through me now, through me now, through me now. With your love, we can do it with your love. We can be it with your love, 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 with your
Orlando. Welcome to good morning. Welcome to you at home and to you that are here with us. We're so glad to have you with us. My name's Reverend Ronnie Kenny, your assistant minister here at Unity Orlando. And we're having a few little technical difficulties, but it's the internet, not us this time. If you're not on, go straight to YouTube, but if you can hear me, you're already on, so never mind. Okay. We have a few announcements this morning. Don't worry. I'll be here. Do we have any visitors here this morning? I don't think so yet. Okay, good. We're all family. The midweek prayer and meditation is continuing on Wednesday afternoons at 4:30 on Facebook Live. Susan Francis and I do take turns doing a prayer and then a meditation. And then later it is posted to Facebook as well as to our homepage on unityorlando.org. A nice little reprieve in the middle of the week. We're continuing our food drive here while there's still a need in our congregation and in our community. So you can bring non-perishable items or canned goods when you come to church on Sunday, or you can just drop them off if you don't want to come in. And also on Wednesdays from 10 to 3, you can drop them off. If you are in need at all, please let the church know. You can email us, or you can call the office and leave information. And we've got food here. Curtis is in charge of it, so he will make sure that you are served if you need something, or if you know anyone who does need help. If you'd like a call from a chaplain during the week and you're not receiving it, or you want another one, call the office or leave an email. The chaplains are trying our best to keep in touch with people. We don't have all your numbers, but if you want to call and you're not getting one, please let the church office know, and we will be glad to let you know, give you a call. The lesson this morning is a white stone ceremony, which we've been waiting for. But before Reverend Bob comes up, we're going to turn it back over to Brian and the music team for the first special.
I know it's gonna take a little time to make my way. I know I'm gonna have to walk the line, but along the way, love will fall on me and love will help me see a far-off vision sets me free. I know it's gonna take a little time to find a way. I know it's gonna be a little climb, but I can pray. Then I climb back down, and when I reach the ground, a far-off vision sets me free, and the love is mine when the sun does shine. When we have a vision to see us through, yeah. I know it's gonna take a little time for the world to change, but I know that if we draw the line, faith will rearrange, and the world will heal, and all the people too. And then the far-off vision comes into view, and the love is mine when the sun does shine through an open window, through an open mind. Love is the key when reality gets stuck in time. Love comes to me and love comes to you. Love fills the world and love will see us through. is no limit to what we can do. When we have a vision to see us through.
Wonderful, thank you. Oh, wow. There we go. Let's take this off, and is the voice a little clearer now? Well, are you enjoying your August? Yeah, hi. Good to see you. Oh, thanks for coming out, you who are here. And thank you for watching, you who are at home. GoDaddy, which hosts our website, is a little sporadic this morning, so I hope you got on and were able to get over to YouTube, where this is actually being streamed. Well, it's the end of August. And that's when we like to take a look at rededicating our spiritual goals. You know, we got together and we set those goals in writing. Some of us weren't there, and so you had to figure out what your goals were all along. But some who were here for Burning Bowl know that you wrote them all down. And if you did, you should have gotten them back in the mail. Okay, anybody get them back in the mail? Okay, you got them back in the mail. You did not get them back in the mail. You did. We did not. Okay, I'm not going to try to explain why some of you got them and some of you didn't. Did you get yours? So whether you got them back in the mail or not, you have a pretty good idea what your goals for the year were. In August, we take a look at what we had hoped for this year, and what kind of things we were setting our sights on. And it's time to reset our compasses, because the year has a tendency to throw us off at times, to kind of distract us from where we thought we were going. And 2020 has certainly been a year, hasn't it? You know, this year on January 1st, I got up before sunrise and went to the beach. It's the first time in many years that I've watched the sunrise on the beach. I always used to say that if I can watch the sunrise on the beach, I can get a little inkling of what the year is going to be like. If you'll remember, I reported last year, now I put a really good spin on it, but on January, about that first Sunday after New Year's, I got to that beach, and you know, it's light long before the sun comes over the horizon. And as I looked up there was this cloud formation close to the horizon that just absolutely looked like a dragon. Okay? And it had a tail that swept all the way around, 3/4 the way around the horizon. And I looked at it and I thought, oh my God, well, how am I going to spin this? And it dissipated as the sun rose. So that's what we concentrated on January 1st. I guess I just didn't realize how long the dragon was going to take to dissipate. We've certainly had our dragon this year. I know someone was taking exception to the fact that in the beginning I said, I'm not going to believe in doom and gloom until it happens. Hopefully this will be no worse than flu. Okay, I was wrong. I've come to understand this year we have faced a major, major challenge, but in slow motion. You know, it's kind of like, like I thought by summer we'd be done. But now by summer, we're just getting wound up to where we're all wearing masks and doing a good job of it. Isn't that great? We are being cautious, but I still expect it to dissipate. This too shall pass. In the beginning, I kept saying to people, I don't know anyone who's actually died. I don't know of anyone personally. I cannot say that anymore. I know a number of people through the congregational members and my friends who've had relatives die of COVID. So, okay, it's been a real challenge. Businesses have laid people off. Things have changed how we do business, how we buy things, how we do everything has changed. And that's really hard. A while back, I was discussing with my daughter. I love it when my daughter corrects me on the Unity approach to things. You know, I was discussing and saying, you know, this has been a real year. There have been a lot of major challenges for us with all the changes. And many people are wondering whether we're ever going to go back to the way things were. We probably won't. Things have changed. And Lindsay turned to me, you know, on the phone, and she said, yeah, it's been a year of a lot of change, and that's sometimes very, very difficult. But it can be very, very good, too. Change can be good. Maybe once in a while you have to throw the status quo up in the air. So when all the things come down again on the tray, you can put them in a little better order. So maybe we've spent a bunch of our time fielding the challenges that have been coming this year. But today's the day we're going to reassess and reaffirm where we're taking our lives. Today we're going to reassess. We're going to recommit to our spiritual goals, though some of them may change. We're going to reconnect with the creative forces of the universe so that we can finish this year off having truly made some strides forward in what we want to do with our lives. Reassess. You know, you don't have to keep a goal because you set it. Things change. The world changes. What I want out of life at this point is very different than what I wanted out of life when I was 30. Things change. And even during the year, maybe some of those goals that we set at the beginning of the year are no longer really apply. And some of them apply even more than they did at the first of the year. So, we need to look. Those desires we've had, it's kind of like going through your house and saying, do I still really care about this anymore? Or can I let this go? And then there are new things that we say, but I'd really like to have this. So the first thing we want to do when we reassess our goals is look through and say, what on that list has been fulfilled? I've had quite a few fulfilled, actually. COVID or not, amazing things have been fulfilled in my life this year. Everybody keeps saying 2020 is, oh my God, I'll just be glad to see it over. And I'm thinking, No, I had a lot of good things go down in 2020. Good things have happened. Some of them required work, but it was really good to go forward. Not only have I had certain of my desires, my goals fulfilled, but good things have happened this year I didn't plan on. So think about that. Everybody's had things happen this year. We've had challenges we didn't plan on. How about the good things that happened that you didn't plan on? How has your life changed in a positive way? And then we need to take a look and see what goals have fallen away from us because we've gotten distracted. But they still apply. They still need to be fulfilled in our lives, and we're ready to double down on them and say, I've still got 4 more months before the end of the year, and if I put my focus back on where I want to go, I'm going to get there. But if things have changed, you may have new directions. What new directions are you willing to embrace? What new approaches to life? And with them, what new goals? And maybe throughout this year, there are some challenges that came up that you didn't know about on January 1st. It's time to include them. So, this is a time to sort things out and figure out what is most important to us now. Now. And then recommit our focus, our will, and our intent to taking our life where we know it needs to go. In Matthew 7:7, Jesus said, "Ask, and it shall be given to you. Seek, and ye shall find." Each time he ups the ante. Knock, and it'll be open to you. Well, we've done a lot of asking. Maybe it's time to commit to doing some serious seeking and knocking, to saying, I'm ready to make good things happen in my life. You say, but it's a difficult world. No, actually, the world is all up in the air. And that means all possibilities are open. We aren't really set in a staid pattern. Everything is in flux. And when it's in flux, it can be moved more easily. So it's time to recommit to our focus, our will, and our intent. In Matthew 21:22, everything that you will ask in prayer, believing, you shall receive. Well, it's time to ask in prayer, of course, with the caveat, believing. This can still be an amazing year, even if you've had to feel a bunch of challenges. This truly can still be the best year of your life. But we're going to have to believe it can. I said I wouldn't accept gloom and doom until it proved itself. Well, it sort of did prove itself. But I won't accept that this year's going to end on that note. It's going to end on a high. I'm going to demand that of my life. And it's time for each of us to demand that of ours, of whatever your life is. So, reassess, recommit to working with the creative processes of the universe to create a good life for this year. And reconnect with those very spiritual energies that drive the creative process. That law of attraction that says, I'm going to attract to me what I want. Excuse me. No, I'm not dying of COVID. Had a number of people go get tested recently, and they've discovered there are actually other things out there besides that, like the common cold, which I don't have that either. In any case, the law of attraction, what's our energy on? What's our attention on? Well, it's on, oh my God. Maybe we need to lift it a little bit then. Wayne Dyer made it very clear. So many people get this, oversimplify the law of attraction. Say, I want it, so I'm attracting it. Actually, want is probably the wrong word. Want usually implies lack, and it is the consciousness of lack that will hold it at bay from you. Desire, now that's a good one. I desire, and I know it is coming to me. Wayne Dyer put it like this, and he had a video that was out at one point that said, you do not attract what you want. This was during when The Secret was so popular and people were like, oh, gee, it's really simple. No, it's actually more involved than that. He said, you do not attract what you want, you attract what you are. You have to really make an effort. You don't attract abundance because it sounds like a good idea. You attract abundance because you immerse yourself in the idea of abundance. You become one with it. You hold your focus right there. You love the idea of God's abundance in your life. The same thing is true with healing or love. You don't attract love by saying, I need someone. You walk into a room, and if you're thinking, I need someone, just watch. They all head to the far ends. You attract love by being loving, by radiating what you got, by being what you want, being in the consciousness of that which you want. If you want health, you can't live in fear of COVID. You can be cautious, but you can't live in fear. You have to live in confidence in life and health. So, how do you be what you desire? Well, I got about 6 little ideas that kind of envelop the whole process. Number 1 is give what you want to receive. Give what you want in your life. And what that means is if you're trying to demonstrate love, you got to go out and start giving love. You got to be the one who goes and puts yourself on the line with strangers. And you say, well, actually, I'm wanting an intimacy that wouldn't be wise with strangers. And I agree. Don't run up and down the street kissing everybody. But love can be expressed in so many different ways. Care about people, praise people, appreciate the beauty in every person you meet. And if you are radiating that and living in that, people will come up and apply for the job. Okay? You give what you want. Unfortunately, that means if you want money, you have to give money. If you want love, you give love. If you want beauty, you have to radiate a consciousness that totally appreciates beauty. If you want harmony, you have to put yourself into that state and say, I am harmony. And then the world around you will start to harmonize. That's how this process works. The second step is to meditate upon what you want to attract until you feel you are one with it. Love it. Spend time in prayer, loving life if you're after healing, loving God's abundance and supply if you're after that, loving success, loving adventure. Whatever it is you're trying to attract into your life, love it. Experience it in your inner world, and your outer world will eventually reflect it. Then we engage the imagination. Image it. You may be living in abject poverty, but if you're shooting for prosperity, you want to hold images that are luxuriant. Images of a rich life. And enjoy that. Imagine how your life can be. We do a lot of imagining things going wrong. It's time to engage the imagination in how it would be if everything went right. But not with that sense of lack, you know. Daydreams are often, oh, I would love to do that and I can't. You know, I mean, forget the I can't. Okay? Just be there for a little while in your imagination. And then you got to have a little faith, right? You actually have to know it's already yours. If you're seeking a love, you've got to know love is waiting for you. It's just waiting for you. It's already there. If you're seeking success, you have to know it's already yours. You've just got to uncover it. If you're seeking harmony, you've got to know you already live in harmony, even when your world ain't showing it at the moment. You've got to know it's already yours. And the fifth suggestion is to steadfastly hold to your faith and vision. It ain't enough to hold the vision for a few seconds and then go back to living in fear. Because that fear is just as much your prayer as that moment that you got positive. So we have to balance it out. We've got to steadfastly hold with absolute clarity. No, this is my destiny, to live in the midst of love, to live in the midst of abundance, to live a beautiful, harmonious life, to make a contribution to the world. This is my destiny. Connecting it. I used to say, you want to connect the unbreakable intent of your being to where you're going. Right now, we're reestablishing and reconnecting our intent to ending this year in a really good place. We got 4 months. We can pull it off. And 6, well, it's the cap of everything. It's gratitude. Gratitude is the spiritual energy of abundance. If you do not feel grateful, you are not living in abundance, no matter how many things you have. Gratitude is abundance. And so, we need to be grateful to God for carrying us through this hard time, for giving us the strength to meet our challenges and the possibilities that we know are already opening up to us that can make this 2020 a really wonderful and good year. Well, there we are. I want you to think about your spiritual goals. What have you accomplished this year? My life has changed dramatically. And I'm amazingly grateful. What do you no longer care about? There were things that you've always thought you had to be happy. Maybe you don't anymore. Maybe it's no longer on your list. But what is on your list and needs a lot more attention? Don't give up just because we haven't done it yet. That's what being steadfast is all about. I ain't giving up. I'm going to hang on until the goodness that I want out of life is fully expressed through my life. And what new objectives have come up since the first of the year? I'll bet your life has changed. And you probably have at least a slight different take on how your life can be than you did. We're going to try to commit to carrying our lives forward into the end of the year. Time to get back on track. Even if that track has changed a little bit, we need to get back on track. And we need to commit to fulfill our prayer goals by December 31st. I'm going to be there. So, we are essentially going to try to condense this down in two different ways. Number one, for the white stone ceremony, which I'm going to describe here in a second, we want one word. Or two, like new life can be one idea. Okay, we're not looking for a sentence. We're looking for something. Harmony, joy, love, healing, vitality, success, abundance, wealth, connection to others in the world. I don't know, sometimes if we're feeling isolated, we may want to really get connected. That was actually on one of my white stones. I spent 5 years getting disconnected. It was time to reconnect. What I find intriguing, and I was going to bring him in and I didn't. I did that last year, so. As I look at each one, most of those qualities have really found expression in my life. There's a tremendous power in honing all your desire down to one word and saying, what I want most out of life is this quality expressed throughout my life. This one quality. What's your one quality for this year going to be? And then, of course, secondly, what we do is we're going to choose 3 goals. Now, you may have had a lot more at the first of the year, but hey, we got 4 months and we're going to hone it down to what are the 3 most important things for you to put your attention on. If you want to only have 1 or 2, you can. But no more than 3. We're going to hone it down to 3. And each of these goals needs to be put, when we write it down, in an affirmation form. I am, or my life is filled with. However you want to put it. But says it is fulfilled in my life. And in the end, we're going to have our stone and our index cards. There we go. And a stone. Okay, you at home may have to get creative. If you haven't got some paper, you need to go get some right now. okay, if you're home. And generally, we would hand out index cards, and you'd write your 3 affirmations on an index card. I would also suggest, if you have access to index cards, you write your 1 word on an index card if you haven't gone out and found yourself a stone or a brick or a piece of wood or whatever it is you want to write on. And if you don't have index cards, any paper will do, but you need tape, paper, and pen. Tell me, everyone who is here, do you have, number 1, a stone, number 2, an index card? Number 3, a pen and a felt pen. It'll take the felt pen to work on the rock. Okay? Now let me talk about what we're doing. In Revelation 2:17, it says, "To him who overcomes, I will give a white stone, and on the stone a new name written, which no man knows except he who receives it." This is where the whole white stone things come from. Well, my name is Bob, right? No, Bob's my human self. I often will say, I am Bob Marshall. Okay? I am Bob Marshall. But when you start awakening the qualities of your higher self, you want to be able to say, I am peace. I am joy. As if it were your name, as if you are totally identified with it, as if the very word harmony is expressed by your life, because that's what we're shooting for. Identifying so closely with this quality that it becomes the essence of our being. Whether it's joy, love, life, health, prosperity, wealth, abundance, success, wisdom, beauty, purpose, harmony, clarity, completion, a new adventure. I know one year mine just said new life. As of this year, that one's fulfilled. New life. One was harmony. I worked very hard on harmony. Joy. Success was there. I've been successful, but I think we got room to run on this one. What are you going to choose this year? One word. Has your mind figured it out? Yeah. What's your word? It doesn't have to be one of the ones I named. And it can be 2 or 3 words in a row that do, if that's what it takes. But it's going to have to fit on your rock or your index card or your 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, whatever it is you happen to have. Okay, for us, we got the rocks. So why don't you give us a little bit of background music, and let's see if we can write on our rocks right now, if you haven't done it yet. I got a whole pile of these things at home from every year we've done it. I actually get tremendous joy by just looking at them. Kind of, you can keep going. I like that background music. It makes me sound better. I like seeing them every day, and remembering what they represent. They represent my life, where I'm going. And for many of them, the fact that I've gotten there, or at least a piece of it. Put your attention on something. You ask, you seek, you knock, and that quality opens up in your life in a big way. So when we're done, we're gonna put it somewhere where you see it every day. A tangible statement of your intent. Now I want you to think, as Brian continues to play, what are your goals for the year? Choose your 3 top. Write each in affirmation form as if it is already fulfilled in your life. This is what I am. This is how I live. This is what fills my life. When you're finished, the homework goes like this. Are we going to pick up the... Yeah, we'll do that in a minute. The homework, you're going to place the lime in the coconut. Yeah, you're going to place the stone on the card, someplace where you'll see it every day. Some people will strap the card to the bathroom mirror. Others will just put it on a table somewhere in the bedroom with the stone on top of it. You want to go over these things every single day. Remind yourself where you're going. And now, to finish off, we're going to spend some time in meditation to dedicate ourselves to attaining these goals that we've stated so clearly. So let's close our eyes. And we realize I am a child of God. And the power of God flows through me to help me create a wonderful life. Take a deep breath, sigh it out. And again realize I'm a child of God. And the very power of God flows through me. And as it does, it helps me to create a wonderful life. So image yourself right now opening up to the creative powers of the universe. We align ourselves with the power of God. And that power moving through us moves all the events in our world. That power leans on some things and attracts others. And slowly our lives are transformed. For a power greater than ourselves is moving through us and recognizes our commitment to what we truly and deeply desire to create in our lives. So now think of each one of those prayer goals that you put on your piece of paper. Each affirmation. If you know them, it's fine. If you need to read it again, or open your eyes and read it. But as you contemplate each one, feel the fullness of it. Feel it happening. Know it is already fulfilled in the higher realms and is condensing into expression in your outer life right now. We go through each one and image it fulfilled and feel all the feelings of that fulfillment. Hold each one steadfastly in your heart. Feel the joy, the spiritual charge that each of these wonderful ideas represents. Be there. Be in the state that each one expresses. Love it. And more than anything, feel gratitude. That this is being fulfilled in our lives right now. This is where we are going. These wonderful possibilities are now actually being offered to us. Thank you, God. Thank you. And now let's think of that one quality. Bringing all our desires down to one word. Or two, at least one idea. Internalize this quality and feel it. Feel it fulfilled inside of you, where it is most powerful. In your mind, affirm, I am. And plug in what's on your stone. That one word, that one idea. I am. Affirm it again. I am. And add in your word. One more time. I am. And realize this is who you are. Underneath it all, this is a quality of your pure spiritual being. This is who you really are. I am the word, the idea, the feelings go off inside of us. And now gratitude. I am grateful, oh so grateful. And I am grateful for all the blessings that lie ahead of me through the rest of this year. Thank you, God, for the wonderful life that you, God, and we are creating together. Thank you, God. Amen. And if the usher will come forward, we'll prepare for our offering. I believe you're going to like to collect all the pens too. Got to have those felt tip pens back. You at home had to provide your own. Yeah, I don't care. They can throw them in the bag for all I care. Okay. Do we have an offering blessing? Oh, that's right. If you're online, By now you ought to know the drill. You go to the website, which, by the way, has been a little sporadic this morning. I hope you got on. Go to the website, hit the Donate Now, and you can go use PayPal and a credit card, or you can mail us a check, or you can call the office and arrange for regular offerings. Thank you. Your offerings are keeping us alive, in spite of the fact church looks quite different these days. Thank you. Our offering blessing, divine love through me, blesses and multiplies all the good I am and have, all the good I give and receive together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all the good I am and have, all the good I give and receive. Thank you, God. Amen.
Well, I have all my stones at home and on a counter where I can see them all the time. And every time I look at them, it seems like a little door opens up to it. So I picked this song called "The Door Is Open." Clear my space so I can get rid of it. Open my eyes so I can see through it. Open up my mind. The door is open. Clear my mind so I can just think of it. Open my heart so I can really feel it. Welcome in my life. The door is open. I step into my life with a heart wide open. Situations realign to higher vibrations. The spirit comes alive, transmutated my whole life. Clear my mind so I can just think of it. Open my heart so I can really feel it. Welcome in my life. My door is open. Creating my life whenever I think of it. God's love comes through and I really feel it. Comes through my life with a heart wide open. I step into my life with a heart wide open. Situations realign to higher vibrations. The spirit comes alive, transmutated my whole life. When I clear my space so I can get rid of it and open my eyes so I can see through it. Open up my mind. The door is open. When I clear my mind so I can just think of it. Open my heart so I can really feel it. Welcome in my life. The door is open. When I clear my mind so I can just think of it. Open my heart so I can really feel it. Welcome in my life. My door is open. When I clear my mind so I can just think of it. Open my heart so I can really feel it. Welcome in my life. My door is wide open.
Ah, that's wonderful. Your door is wide open. I'm sure of it. Hey, good to have you all back, by the way. We've got Ronnie and Carol and Richard and Susan. And back here we have Dana back with us. And then we have John and Brian. So let's give them all a round of applause. Okay, where are we? Thank you for sticking with us and watching on the web and for coming out. How wonderful. Next Sunday, I'll be speaking on quality of life. Now we're going to do the prayer of protection first, because then we sing, but YouTube doesn't have to cut us off for singing something that's copyrighted. So let's all rise to do the prayer of protection together. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. For all you online, God bless you.